Okay, this is one of those where we're kind of putting a lot of things together that we've learned. And one of the things we've learned is that x equals 3 up here. Okay, so that means from this factor right here that's already factored as much as it's going to be, I know that when x is equal to 3, y is equal to 0, right? So when x is equal to 3, it goes through right there. I know it's passing through there. Now the question I have after that is, does this represent something I can factor? And I look at that for a while and I say, I'm not going to get anything out of that. It's gonna be imaginary, but we could plug it into the quadratic. We could say x is equal to, what's b? Well, minus 1 plus or minus the square root of b squared, which is 1, minus 4 times a times c. It's negative. The discriminant underneath the radical there is a negative 3. Okay, that's imaginary. Why go further, huh? It's imaginary, so I'm not going to get any real roots. It's not crossing. I guess I shouldn't get rid of that. Anyway, that's negative. And at this point, I know this is my single place that I'm passing through, okay? I'm going to have x times x squared, so I'm going to get an x to the third, but I am not crossing through in 3 places. I do not have 3 real roots. 2 of them are imaginary. So I'm going to have to do more on the table side of things. Yours, you won't need to do as much. You're just curious about what happens around. In my case, I have to be more curious because there are fewer blanks filled in. So I'm going to try all these numbers to give myself an idea of what's going on. In fact, I might try 4 as well. And that means I fire up my calculator here and I say, well, maybe I can just talk it out. If I say 2 in here, that's going to give me negative 1. So I'm going to say negative 1. So whatever I get inside here is going to be negative. Well, it's times negative 1. So 2 squared is 4, plus 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. So that's going to be a negative 7. Okay? When I put in a 1, I'm going to get, I should put that right there. When I put in a 1, I'm going to get negative 2, because 1 take away 3. And then 1 plus 1, that's 3. So I'm going to get a negative 6. Okay, not earth-shattering. I'm not changing a lot here. When I put in 0, I get negative 3 times 1, which is negative 3. When I put in negative 1, I get negative 4. You see I'm putting in this first here. I get negative 4, and then I square, and I get 1 minus 1 plus 1. So I still have negative 4 when I'm done. When I put in a negative 2, I have negative 5. This could be getting more serious here. I get 2 squared is 4, minus 2, plus 1, plus 1. And so let's see, what is that? That's 3, that's negative 15. And when I switch back to the other side and do 4, because I was thinking about 4 being out here and I don't know where to go, 4 take away 3 is 1, and 4 squared is 16 plus, I'll just write it out, plus 4 plus 1. That looks like 21 to me. Okay, so let's plot these points and then we'll do the best we can connecting them. So 2, when I'm at 2, it says negative 7, so I'm going to put that right there. Every block seems to be 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, negative 10. At 1, I got negative 6. So there's negative 6, best of my abilities. 0, I got negative 3. When x is negative 1, I got negative 4. Oh, that's interesting. So I'm kind of slumping back down. So there is a peak over here somewhere. Negative 2 is negative 15. That's way down there. So, well, not on this graph. It's not way down. Because I have the graph kind of squished vertically. You can see here I cover 4, but when I go this way I'm covering 20, so it's squished. Anyway, when I put in 4, I got a 21, so I'm kind of off the chart over here. Guess I didn't plan on that. And so you can see what's going on here. I'm peaking somewhere in there, but not enough to hit the x-axis. Sure, not enough for that. And then I'm going on up. Okay, so that's not beautiful. I didn't do a great job, but I can see that I almost had a couple real roots, but I don't. I only hit the x-axis in one place, and I didn't hit it very accurately, but it was supposed to go through 3 there. Okay, that's what I want. For yours, you're going to have a little more structure. Mine's kind of, everything over here is just kind of floating, and I had to do the best I could. I had to put in a lot of numbers. If you have a lot of places where it hits the x-axis, you know, you don't have to do as much. You can just do what's on this side, what's on this side, what's on this side, what's on this side, and you're done. So anyway, you have that.